It's an engine. It's a platform. It's social. It's tradingview.com, and it's one of the fastest growing social platforms for investors and traders. Today, Travis and I will welcome Stan Bokov, the co-founder and COO of TradingView, along with us. It's not a dessert topping or a floor wax. It's episode number 139 of the Bad Crypto Podcast.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, ignition.
Who's bad?
And welcome to the Bad Crypto Podcast, recording from the 30th floor of the Aria Hotel in beautiful Las Vegas.
That is true. I'm just curious. It's not floor wax. It's not dessert.
It's not dessert topping.
What is that?
Okay, so
what was that?
It's new shimmer. Well, it's both.
Okay.
So there are a few people out there. Bonus points to you if you knew what that reference was, because it harkens back to Saturday Night Live from the first Not Ready for Primetime Players, 1975, 1976. Whenever first or second season, and it was a commercial spoof with Chevy Chase, Dan Aykroyd, and Jane Curtin. And Jane and Dan were bickering over new shimmer. One of them was saying, "It's a dessert topping. It's a floor wax. It's a dessert topping. It's a floor wax." And Chevy Chase comes along and goes, "Calm down, you two. New shimmer is a dessert topping and a floor wax." And
Nice.
she's like, and they go through the whole rigmarole. And she's like, "Tastes great, and look at that shine."
Very nice. You got to be
Old
to have gotten that one. So old crypto folks.
Old crypto podcast. But there are some out there who got this. This is great. By the time you guys hear this, we will already be returning home from our extravaganza here in Las Vegas.
That is true. So it's a little bit preposterous. Really.
A little bit. It's a lot. It's a lot preposterous.
It's mostly preposterous, and when it's done, it'll be post-posterous. So we're going to film this commercial today in the desert of Las Vegas. We are flying in a private jet.
Well, we're not actually flying it. It's going to look like we're flying it.
It's going to look like we're flying it.
It's Air Ethereum, which they're putting, trap flight on the blockchain.
Really? Is it Air Ethereum's plane?
Air Ethereum's plane. So
that's
we're going to
great.
be getting onto this jet, and they're going to film us on the jet as though we're flying in, and then getting off the jet and waiting for us there in the desert. It's going to be a Lambo and a Ferrari and some other exotic car. A McLaren.
Yes.
And they're going to film us getting into the car as passengers. We're the passengers. See, the cars are the characters, because each one of them is going to represent a different coin. You're going to have on one car Bitcoin, another one I think might have Neo, and another one might have Litecoin or Ripple or something.
No, the black one, the black Ferrari is Ethereum.
Okay.
The green Lambo is Neo. And the McLaren is I think said that was going to be Bitcoin.
Well, there you go. So the cars are the characters, and we're arriving to MC the event, World Crypticon, worldcrypticon.com. You should get your tickets and go.
It's going to be epic, man.
It is.
We were sitting around a table with people last night, all the organizers of this thing, and the amount of money that they've put into this thing, and the speakers that they have coming to this thing. And they want to make this entertaining, not just like a boring crypto conference like a lot of them are. Like you go to these crypto conferences, and even like Consensus and some of those other ones, there's so much, it's the same drivel. It's the same stuff over and over and over again. And people are like, okay, eyes glossed over. Give us something new. Well, we're going to keep it entertaining.
Yeah.
And, Ronnie Moas is going to be there. I think they're trying to get Naomi Brockwell to be there as well. They already have
There's a big list.
Brock Pierce is going to be there and some other.
Maybe.
Well, they've paid him, but that doesn't mean that he'll actually be there. But there's some great things. They said they're going to be 5,000-6,000 people.
That's what they're gunning for, and they're playing. They've got some big players coming to the table to promote this thing. So I won't say anything more about the commercial right now.
Okay, we basically told you the whole commercial.
Well, there's more. There's more, but we will have some behind the scenes photos and video for you as soon as we can get it uploaded to the mastermind.
Because we're going to take as many photos as possible hanging out with Lambos and Ferraris.
I don't have any desire to own one. Do you?
I have no desire to own one. It's like, for me, the old school sports cars have always been way cooler. especially if they have air conditioning. I was thinking about this, like, man, I really want the 69 Mustang convertible. I was like, I don't know if those have air conditioning very well. I don't know. So I don't think if I do have an old school, muscle car, it will not be stock. It will have air conditioning.
Yeah, a long time ago. I don't know that they had AC in those things. I'm happy driving my 2015 Mustang Phantom. That's what I
That's a
call
nice
it.
car.
Phantom.
We took that on the trip up there to Aspen.
Yep, it's a beautiful car. I dig it. So anyway, if you want to win tickets to World Crypticon, we'll be giving away more on the Bad News episode this week, but you have to subscribe to our newsletter, badco.in/WCC. And we're giving away 2 tickets every week. And towards the end of the giveaway, World Crypticon is giving away a VIP package that has round-trip airfare for 2, hotel, and VIP treatment at the event. But you got to be on the Bad Crypto newsletter to be eligible for that.
But don't wait until then, because seriously, that's like and then if you don't win, like some people are so optimistic, like, I'm going to win the lottery.
Yeah.
I'm totally going to win the lottery. Like, no, you're not. So the chances of you winning are slim. If you want to go, buy tickets now because they're at their lowest price they're going to be. They just keep increasing over time, right?
But the odds of winning the lottery are 1 in how many millions? Your odds of winning these tickets, what do we got? 5,000 people or so on the mailing list? Your odds are a lot better of winning this. So go subscribe, badco.in/WCC. And we've got an interview for you today that we actually did a couple weeks ago. We just haven't had an opportunity to put it out yet with Stan the Man from TradingView.
Yeah, I had a chance to interview him on the VentureBeat podcast, VB Engage with Stuart Rogers back in June or July of last year. And it was right when I was heavily thinking about crypto, and Stuart Rogers and I had a chance to interview him, and it was a great interview. And they have recently got a big round of funding, I think $37 million in funding, and they're doing some pretty awesome stuff. They're expanding all these different crypto exchanges that they have available on their platform. So if you like crypto, this is a good place to go for crypto, because they have the very best tools for technical analysis. So all the different tools you can use to pull in and create your little designs to see the trends and, mark where you think it's going, and pretty solid platform. So he said, yes, he would love to be on the show. And so he's on the show.
I know this sounds like a commercial, but they're not a sponsor of the show.
They're not.
But you can be, Stan. We'd be happy to have you. So, oh, sorry, I got excited. Well, cue the music, Aaron. As interest and use of crypto continues to spread around the world, there is a need for more and more services to help people understand the cryptos and how to trade, and especially there's a lot of interest in technical analysis. And we have with us on this segment the COO of TradingView.com. It's a web service and a social network for traders with a platform for TA. His name is Stan Bokov. He is currently across the other side of the world in Russia to join us. Welcome to Bad Crypto, Stan.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
Could you speak with a Russian accent, though, since you're over there? That would just,
You want me to talk in Russian accent for 45 minutes?
Da.
Очень хорошо. Очень хорошо.
That would take a long time.
That would take a while, yes. Very good. So you and I have had an interview before over on the VentureBeat podcast about a year ago or so, and I said, you know what, with all the stuff that's going on in the crypto world, I would love to have you over here with Joel and I to chat a little bad crypto. So thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks for having me again. It was I can't believe time flies so quickly. Yeah, it was a pleasure chatting with you last time. Looking forward to another interesting discussion.
That's great.
TradingView has been around since 2012. You guys are old school here. Maybe kind of just give us an overview of what it is, and then we'll dive into some of the cool questions that we've got up our sleeve.
Absolutely. Yeah, happy to give you a 2-minute high level. So we've been around since 2011. We opened our doors in September, and today we are one of the largest, if not the largest, all-in-one networks and platforms for do-it-yourself traders and investors around the world. So again, 1-minute spiel about how we came up with this is essentially we looked at what the professionals had. And the professionals have had 3 key advantages historically. First ease of use of tools. Like a Bloomberg terminal, you can't really break it because it's a terminal, or there isn't, IT admin who'll set everything up. B, it's free because the company pays for it. And C, they're very social through Bloomberg chat and with people in the office. Whereas do-it-yourself people didn't have any of those. You had to pay, a lot of money, 10 years ago for a platform. It's complex to set it up and figure it all out yourself. You need a powerful computer, which is expensive, and you're all alone.
All
you
alone.
got websites. You are all alone. It's very fragmented, and people were trying to solve this by talking on Twitter, on forums, on message boards. Like every country in the world has a couple of forums that are central, where people try to talk about the financial markets. And, there's communities for all sorts of things. There's communities for AutoCAD engineers, GrabCAD, right? There is Dribbble.com for designers, where they share whatever they design. And so we figured there's got to be a better way to do this for a regular person. And so we built TradingView. Essentially, it's a platform that you cannot break. It's in a browser. You just open the site. You can analyze everything from stocks to crypto to forex to futures to indexes from all around the world. You can also trade, and there's the social piece. Everybody has a profile. People publish ideas. You can talk in private chat rooms, public chat rooms. You can publish video ideas like Twitch. You can do like text ideas where you like write stuff on the chart, and they're all permanent. So you only have 15 minutes to delete it. And after that, you can only delete your whole account. So whatever you publish, it's out there forever. You can kind of play it forward to see what happened since the publication date, because following up has always been a big issue when you're reading an article in whatever Fox or CNBC. It's like from a year ago, and you're like, what happened next? Tell me. And we kind of solved that with a simple play it forward clicky button, and it just fills in whatever the hell happened. After you can see if the author was right or wrong, and you can start a conversation around it, right? And the end result, the mission is you become a better investor yourself, not by copying someone else, but by learning. You actually learn about investing and trading. So that's what we do.
I love play it forward clicky buttons. That's great.
Nice.
I'm trying to break it. I'm clicking all over and I can't break it.
Very good. So you guys actually are hot off of some solid news that you guys had scored $37 million in new funding from Insight Venture Partners. So for one, congratulations on that. What are some of the plans that you guys have for expansion for TradingView?
Yeah, thanks so much. We're super excited to partner with Insight as well as Jump Capital and DRW Venture Capital. The latter two are big prop firms. Insight obviously has a big 300 company portfolio of a track record of helping companies scale from where we are to more. And essentially this money is we have a lot of exciting things planned. So first of all, we're going to continue working on product. We're going to add worldwide data coverage. We might add options. We're going to add like 30 brokers to the platform so you can manage your E-Trade Robinhood portfolio like right from the site. We're going to build an Android app, maybe extend trading to the apps. So really make it more wholesome, continue what we're doing. Second, it's really about, like, we're all over the world. So TradingView every single month gets over 8 million monthly active users on the platform from every single country in the world. In most countries, they contribute about 1% to 2% of total visits.
Did you say 8 million now?
Yeah, we're up to 8.3, I think. Right.
Wow, so you've grown. You've grown by like 4x since the last time we chatted. You were a little over 2 million monthly users the last time we connected.
Yeah, I know. So since July or since June, we grew like 4x.
Oh, they grow up so fast.
So true.
Next stop is 20 mil.
Right now.
Right. So more products. We have worldwide coverage. So there's like subversions of TradingView, subdomains, like jp.tradingview.com for Japan. And when you go there, people talk in Japanese in public and private channels. They publish ideas in Japanese, and there's just an author rating. You can be a top Japanese author. The rest of the world, if they don't speak it, they can't really read you, right? So it makes sense that each version, whether it's France, Germany, or Japan or China, they're all separate, right? So we're going to grow our presence in all those regions. become like a central place, single standard across the world where you talk about the financial markets and do everything in one place. And lastly, we're going to focus on user experience. Right. So right now, TradingView is kind of for the more advanced folks. Like, you kind of have to know what you're doing. You can always ask other folks, but it's not like, it can be a little bit daunting if you're just very new. Right. So we're going to work on the user experience and add, walkthroughs, wizards, a way to ease into it, look up definitions, so that you really kind of become more of a household name, kind of like what Robinhood did. It comes about from being intuitive, being easy, but also explaining things well. So that's an area where we're going to focus on a lot. So more features that are good enough for professionals, because I hear TradingView is used a lot in Goldman, JP Morgan, right? They use Bloomberg at work. They use TradingView at home.
Well, that 37 million, if you're going to have any parties, Joel and I would like to come to the party. That's a lot of, probably going to be a pretty epic party, probably.
Yeah, I hope so. We're not really into partying, unfortunately. It's kind of like, those Russians, they don't. But
what are you going to do with all those crypto profits? I mean, come on, what good is it if you can't spend it?
These aren't crypto profits. So we accept Bitcoin, right? But there's not too much as a total percentage. One interesting thing that we might do our own coin, the TradingView coin.
Tell us more.
I thought this would be a good place to talk about that. So when this whole boom of ICOs started and quickly spiraled out of control into people just scamming into, I don't understand how you would buy tokens of some unknown product from unknown people. I would never do it myself. But a lot of people do. And there's a lot of ICOs that are kind of iffy out there. And so we decided not to do an ICO at this stage, right? Even though we could probably raise a ton of money.
You could have kept your equity.
But you know what? We thought about that. And this particular round is more about the right partners, right? They know stuff that we don't know.
Right.
They know how to scale. They know the growth challenges. They know Insight has a 50-person team that helps portfolio companies with recruiting, with accounting, with everything. Right? You do an ICO, you're still by yourself, kind of.
True.
And plus, it's what if regulators come later and they start asking questions and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so we decided to hold off. If things, look good later, we might do one later. But TradingView coin, first, it would be super freaking cool that you could actually look it up on TradingView and actually trade it on TradingView. Okay, given how many crypto folks we have and our rating in the world as one of the top platforms, if not the top crypto platform out there, there could be a lot of interest. But the main reason for doing our own coin is because we want to have a clean system to give bonuses to people. For example, you brought a friend. Right? We don't have an internal currency, whether it's miles, tokens, coins. We don't have anything like that. But here we could, top up your account with coins that you could spend at TradingView. For example, you win some sort of contest or award, we give you TradingView coins that you can spend with us. It's just like an internal currency, basically.
You can maybe do it like Binance does as well, and allow folks to use their coin to take money off of the cost of the trades that they do.
Potentially, we're not an exchange, right? So we don't charge anything on top of the trades that they do. So it's whatever they pay to the exchange.
So you guys you have APIs to all these different exchanges then, so because you can do trades on TradingView. But is it just going through an API to those different exchanges? Is that how that's set up?
That's exactly how it's set up. We don't want anything to do with adding more profits on top of it. We don't want anything to do with getting licensed as introducing brokers. We're staying out of that regulatory thing, so it's just through an API.
So as I'm looking at the site, this is, the community here is really what this is all about. And you've actually, on your homepage, you have authors, and they're ranked by day, by week, by month. Is this, how does it actually work? Do people vote up and vote down, or is it by the number of followers? How does somebody become a top author? And what are they doing?
That's a great question. I mean, the overall recipe is pretty simple. Post good analysis, others will like it, and that's a big factor in the ratings, right? As a matter of fact, the formula, we made it public at one point. Then we ran into a problem of spammers and bots that were trying to, like, doing up the reputation score. And so the reputation score now, even, I don't know what the hell it is, like what it's made up of, except there is so many factors that all the social activity that you do, for example, you got a like, or you posted something, or you liked someone else, they're all variously weighted factors in this reputation score. And it just kind of goes up. If you're super disliked, I don't know if it decreases, but if people like what you're producing, and we don't care what that is, whether it's super technical, super fundamental, crypto, forex, stocks, like whatever, the more people like it, the more your reputation goes up.
And what's the payoff then for, somebody? Is it just, hey, I've got a ton of followers on TradingView, or are people leveraging their popularity for other benefits?
Some do. Some that have, for example, some sort of other business. And most people have some sort of a business. Some people do it for the social capital, just like you would on Twitter or Instagram. It's gratification. It's like, hey, look, I have 10,000 followers. It just, makes them feel good. Other people, they may sell indicators. They may sell training. They could be traders looking for capital. They could be advisors looking for clients. Like, we don't really care what they do outside of trading. You're right. Everyone has a profession. But what we don't allow is blatant advertising or mentioning your stuff on TradingView. Like in the chat rooms, we have moderators who are all volunteers, and they kind of look after the stuff. So brokers can't come on and say, hey, open an account with me. Or an advisor cannot say, oh, I'm an advisor, sign up with me. Unless you become popular and somebody asks you, it's like, oh, hey, bud, what do you do? And you're like, oh, whatever, I'm an advisor. And then somebody says, oh, okay, well, I'd maybe like to try it out. So those kind of quality, wholesome conversations, we, of course, allow and we foster. But spamming people with unwanted services, that's what, we don't let it happen at all. And that's what makes TradingView so good, because if that's a problem on the majority of other forums. Right? It's just, you have to sift through a whole bunch of garbage.
Yeah, great job on that, because that is so true. Like, even on like Facebook groups and other places, there's so many spammers out there that are just coming in and just trying to change the conversation and send you over to their links. And oh my God, it's so frustrating. We've had a challenge on that with our Bad Crypto Mastermind, but we've done a really good job of teaching our community to self-regulate it. And if we see it, report it, and then we'll take care of it. So I think you guys have done a great job on that aspect of keeping the spam and stuff. So I'll go in and view the cryptocurrency side of things. And so, that's what our audience here on Bad Crypto really cares about. I don't know what percentage of them also trade stocks, but we know that a lot of them are trading cryptos, and they love cryptos, and they're learning about the cryptos, from fine folks on TradingView, such as the magic poop cannon. That's a guy who's on that. That's a great name. So he does publishes a lot of his ideas. And so how are folks using TradingView in the crypto space?
So just like they do in any other space. So we were never super crypto focused since day one, but we were supportive. So we didn't say, oh, crypto's bad, we're going to not let you be on our platform. But we also didn't just do like, okay, crypto's all we do. So what we did over the years is we added a bunch of exchanges as data feeds, right? So today we support over 30 exchanges, and you can look up quotes from 30 places in one place. It's kind of what Crypto Compare does, some other websites that popped up after the crypto boom. But essentially, what people find really convenient is having everything in one place, whether it's crypto, whether it's stocks, whether it's both, up to them. So we're also very strong in SEO. It's a never-stopping project. So when somebody searches for Bitcoin chart in Google, we pop up near the top, right? So they land on the Bitcoin page. We try to make that page as informative as possible without requiring them to go further. On there, you have all the info you'd have somewhere else, like CNBC or whatnot, or if they do crypto, I don't know. But essentially, you get a simple chart, you get some news with that keyword, you get our proprietary technical summary, which I find super cool. So let me divert for a point. The technical summary is this speedometer looking like indicator that says buy, sell, or hold, right? And it's not made up by some analysts on God knows what reasons. It's not made up by us. It's a weighted score based on technical indicators. So if you knew how all the technical indicators work perfectly, all 20 of them or 25 of them, and you would apply them to the chart, and you perfectly understood what the hell they meant, you would arrive to this conclusion that the speedometer thing is showing you. Because what we did is we essentially automated it. It's like, this is how people interpret it. And we just made it all automatic. We applied it to all the symbols on our site. And if you want more info, you can dive in there in that technical summary thing. And it'll tell you which indicators are for, which are against. Because it's never all 25 or 28. It's like 10 say sell, 8 say buy, and whatever, other 8 say hold.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to play with. I'm clicking on it right now. I'm actually looking at Apple, and you get your little odometers here, and you could check by 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15, an hour, 4 hours, 1 day, a week, and a month. And take a look at this little odometer or speedometer thing. It goes all the way from strong sell to strong buy. It's kind of fun. You click around and watch the meters.
Where is that?
Move.
Where's that located at?
So on the right side, if you'll see, I don't know if you're seeing Apple or what you're seeing on the charts, but if you click more underneath the indicators it gives you, it'll pop up a little window, and I guess you could do this for any of them. I'm curious, Stan, as a percentage of all traders on TradingView, are you seeing crypto growth the most, or is it still just a small segment? What's it look like on your end?
So the crypto growth has been tremendous, right? That's the fastest growing segment that we've had in the last year. Obviously, the second crypto boom happened. Right? We did a survey just before we closed the round with Insight, and we asked thousands of users why they use the platform, what they typically look at, and so on and so on. And equities was first, and crypto came in a second, actually bigger than Forex, which is somewhat surprising, I guess, in a way, because Forex is the default thing that everyone looks across the world, because currency is something, it's hard to analyze, but it's easy to understand what it is. And typically people from around the world, that's what they do, Forex. Right?
Yeah, Forex is so 2012, though. I mean, come on.
So now it's crypto. Crypto is the second largest. And luckily for us, at the end of January, there was a big crash in the sense of interest. A bunch of people came, they Googled Bitcoin, they saw what it is, understood, did not understand, then they left. A lot of crypto websites experienced a large pullback in terms of audience numbers. And luckily for us, it was tiny. And when we did the survey, we asked, why? Like, what's the thing? And they said, well, we came for crypto, but we stayed for the other stuff. So there seems to be a tendency, if you've never been in the financial markets before, you hear about something hot, which is crypto, but then you also start looking at other stuff, right? Not necessarily abandoning crypto altogether, but you just see, oh, there's more. Oh, I can also do this. Oh, I can also do that.
Yeah, people do seem to diversify their stuff a little bit more. I know it's like if you're in crypto, a lot of people, from what we've understood from chatting with our audience, is that a lot of people who are in crypto were never in stocks before. We were never invested in silver or gold, or were in options or any of that stuff prior to. And now crypto is sort of become their gateway drug into sort of the stock world and buying some of this stock stuff. Yeah, that's pretty fascinating. And so, for someone who is in crypto or not in crypto, I mean, what are some of the resources that people can use to really, gain proficiency on your platform? Because you guys have all these tools and all these technical analysis tools, and I look at all these and I'm like, I have no idea what 90% of these tools and toolbars do. Where do people go to learn about how to optimize their experience on TradingView?
Yeah, that's a great question. Because to be completely honest, I don't understand 92% of what's out there on the platform. I am not a technical trader by any stretch. I don't even know how to properly understand majority of those drawings or indicators. These tools, some say they super work, some say they're voodoo. It really depends. I mean, if you put tools on a toolbar, people are going to start drawing, right? When you start drawing, you start to try to figure out what it is. And there you got a couple of options. We have a Wikipedia of our own, our wiki, the TradingView wiki. If you Google it, it's also accessible from the chart. It explains everything. It explains absolutely every single thing that you can find, and you can read it. Reading's boring. It can take a long time, which is why I said it's an area that we need to focus on to make things more interactive. Other resources include YouTube. I mean, if you search YouTube for TradingView, you'll see a bunch of introductory explanatory courses. The easiest, best thing you can do, pick an author or somebody from the chat room and just private message them and say, hey, are you willing to help? Could you help me out? And a lot of people,
Mr. Magic Poop Cannon, could you please assist me? Yeah.
That actually is a name there. He's one of the top authors of the month.
He's got prolific. He's Magic Poop Cannon is prolific. Yeah.
41,087 followers. And you can message him and follow him. And well, this is great. TradingView.com, of course, is the site. Stan, anything else you'd like the citizens of the Republic of Bad Cryptopia to know?
Well, a couple of things. So like I said, we're going to do more introductory wizard stuff. If you're really into technical analysis, you might want to check out the Chartered Market Technician Association. It's a nonprofit regulated by one of the agencies in the U.S. I can't remember which one.
What was that called again? Chartered Market Transition?
Chartered Market Technician.
Okay, chartered.
Actually give you a professional designation called a CMT, and that just means you can analyze things technically. Their program is 2 years long. They have offline exams that you have to sign up and participate. So it's serious. It's like a CFA.
So we could actually become financial advisors if we were market technicians, huh?
They're separate programs, but you get a certification.
We're not financial advisors, but we are chartered marketed technicians, Joel.
Yeah, there is a couple thousand of these folks out there, and they often find TradingView useful. For crypto people, our goal is to, within the next 6 to 12 months, is to really hook up majority, if not all, major crypto exchanges so you can trade them from TradingView.
Yeah, we're KuCoin. We're WinMoon, KuCoin. We need to...
Everybody. With these new resources, we're going to expand our API team, and we're going to just add a whole bunch. All of them, right? It's pretty simple as that. If you don't want to lose your money, you should probably practice. We have a practice trading account, which is essentially a fake broker. It's called Paper Trading on TradingView. It's our servers. We just you can set up arbitrary amount of dollars in your account and practice trading.
Can you practice trading crypto?
Yes, of course.
Oh, nice. Very cool. We've actually been looking for a cool tool where people can begin to play around with the trading of the cryptos without actually using any real cryptos or money.
Yeah. This is an absolute must. Okay. I never get tired of saying this. Never, ever trade live before you've traded fake. It's a different mentality, but at least it gets you some of the comfort with it. And because we're not a broker, like some other companies out there, eToro, we are not making any money off of you trading. So we actually advise you to save your cash as opposed to, okay, go trade more. Another cool tool to practice is market playback, which is what we have. It works like a VCR. You essentially click at any point in the past, let's say Bitcoin from yesterday, hit play, and it plays it out as if it was happening right now, as if it was real time. And you can practice guessing where it's going to go, up or down, and placing trades like buy or sell as if it was happening now, but it's already happened, right?
I don't mind. I don't mind losing my fake cryptos. It hurts though when you lose the real ones.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so the market playback is a great tool. If you haven't tried it, use it. It's on the chart. It's free. So, practice. Ask. Learn about, we have a screener as well for crypto. A screener for stocks is different. A screener for stocks means you can search for, the system filters out the top stocks based on your criteria. So show me the highest dividend stocks, and it filters out, 5,000 US stocks, shows you the top ones. So you don't have to search through all of them. Same thing for crypto. You can see which coins have the most market cap, which have the largest change, which might be a good opportunity. You can see which ones have had the most volume, so you can see peaking interest, all those sorts of things.
I have a question on that though, just real quick. So how you just showed, I've set up a few in my like the ones that I'm watching, like for example, lumens to Bitcoin, and then it shows the details there, and then I click the more, and then it shows me, this right now is showing it's a sell indicator, and the moving average is a strong sell, and the oscillators say it's neutral, and it goes through all these various different ones. Now, is there a place where on TradingView where I can look and say, what are all the cryptos right now that are strong buys? Is there a link for those?
Yes.
Where would that be located at? Because that to me would be a great place to do starting of your research, each day and go, what coins are looking good right now, and then that can help people go down their own rabbit hole.
TradingView screener. Okay, that's where you start.
TradingView.com/screener.
Well, there's a menu item up top. You just click screener, and then you can go to cryptocurrency signal finder.
And it has ratings, which are buy and sell, which are the things that you're just talking about.
Got it.
And it looks like right now everything is a strong sell. That's
except EOS. EOS looks like a strong buy.
Excellent.
Yeah, so all the tools are there.
Yeah, if ever you guys want to learn trading and dig in, you could practice with the fake cryptos and stocks, or you can check out what people are saying and follow the bouncing ball and maybe make some profits that way. And maybe you too can become, what is it, a poopy, what's the guy's name?
Magic poop cannon.
Yeah, maybe you too can be a magical poop cannon.
I am after I eat Chipotle sometimes.
Stan Bokov, TradingView.com. Stan, thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Pleasure. Thank you.
Right on. Thank you so much, Mr. Stan Bokov. That was great to have you on Bad Crypto.
It was Bokov-tastic.
It was, that's not even a word.
Stan-tastic.
Stan-tastic. Way better. Way better. Bokov-tastic.
Yeah.
Not good. That's a joke.
Sorry.
Although Stan-tastic was very good.
You know what? Second try. That's pretty good.
Second try was pretty good. Way clever on try two. So that's great. So thanks again, Mr. Stan, for coming on. If you guys want to check out that site, it is tradingview.com. And what else is going on, Mr. Joel Com?
Well, we love when you guys write us love letters. badcryptopodcast@gmail.com or badcryptopodcast.com and click the contact link and reach out. Tell us what's on your mind. Love your feedback. Love your reviews on iTunes, Facebook, any of the places that the Bad Crypto Podcast appears. And remember, friends, let friends bad crypto.
That's true. And we really love it when you contact us, but enough with the dick pics. We don't need any more of those. Somebody sent a picture of Dick Cheney in. That was uncalled for.
Dick Nixon. Dick Martin.
Yeah. So just Dick Van Dyke. We just had enough of those. We do not need any more of that. And so stay tuned. What's our next episode, Mr. Joelcom?
It'll be the next one.
It'll be the very next one that will come out after this one because, sequential.
But before the one after that.
Yeah, it'll be in between those, and it'll be spectacular. I mean, it won't be as fantastic as this one, but it will be sufficiently bad.
So that's what we do. Until next time.
Stay badish.
Who's bad?
The Bad Crypto Podcast is a production of Bad Crypto LLC. The content of the show, the videos, and the website is provided for educational, informational, and entertainment purposes only. It's not intended to be and does not constitute financial, investment, or trading advice of any kind. You shouldn't make any decisions as to finances, investing, trading, or anything else based on this information without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional financial advisor. Please understand that the trading of Bitcoins and alternative cryptocurrencies have potential risks involved. Anyone wishing to invest in any of the currencies or tokens mentioned on this podcast should first seek their own independent professional financial advisor.